My name is Ashley Little. I am the visionary author, along in partnership with the Gyrlfriend Collective. My amazing project manager is Dr. Marquita Blades, as well as the other co-founders of the Gyrlfriend Collective, Maureen Baker and Cindy Fontaine. Tonight, we have our amazing co-authors who are going to share with you all why they joined the sorority edition. They're going to talk about their codes and what you all can expect from their stories. So tonight we have the amazing author, Dr. Essie McCoy, the amazing Jasmine Hendricks, the awesome Coach T, and the amazing Sharon Jarrett and Tiffany Willis. So let's get started, ladies. Let's talk about why we joined the sorority edition. So Dr. Essie, I would like to start with you first.
Well, good evening, everyone, and definitely thank you for interviewing me and allowing me to be part of such an epic project. I am just so thrilled and so excited about this. And without revealing too much, I do talk a little bit about why I decided to join in my chapter. I definitely am an AKA. I believe in the core values, the beliefs, and the principles, and it aligns nicely to what I've done in my career, and that is serving others, giving back, and definitely making a difference. I talk about sisterhood, so I believe in what they do, and definitely I see the alignment in what I've done previously. Service to mankind, sisterhood, and scholarship. So that's what it is all about. And those are just some of the reasons why I joined, but definitely you have to purchase the book in order to find out other reasons as to why I joined.
And I love your story, Author Dr. Essie, because you practice what you preach. You know, the enrichment code, you do this every day, and not only just with your sorority, with members of other sororities. So I can't wait to read your chapter.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley.
Yes. So Jasmine, would you please tell us, why did you join the sorority edition?
Absolutely. So I joined for two reasons. One, because women empowerment, those girlfriend relationships are so vital, and that's something that I didn't used to understand. Back in my younger days, there were some things inside of me that I had to work out, so I didn't really see the importance. But once I realized that, is when I really started to push and put forth the effort of really getting to know and support and uplift other women. And then we as women don't really know everything that men experience, just as they don't know everything that we experience. So it's just something about having that connection where you can talk to a woman and say, girl, like, you know what I've been through, like, have you experienced that? It's something about just doing that with a woman, okay? And then my second reason is because it's the sorority edition. So I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta. And in the midst of those things that I had to work out is when I joined, which was my college years. And within that sorority is where I found community, and it brought out parts of me that were hidden in the inside. So confidence and security, I got all of that from that organization. So I'm just blessed and honored to be a part of it, because it's so many different women in this project that are sharing their experiences and really showing why it's important to have those girlfriend relationships.
I love it. And thank you for creating that space, Jasmine, just reaching back and pulling forward to help, our younger sorors, as well as sorors all over, and other members of other sororities, to continue to share their story and be able to share their experiences on women empowerment and being
Absolutely.
able to overcome different things that we experience as girlfriends.
Absolutely.
Yes. So next we have Coach T. Why did you join the Gyrlfriend Code sorority edition?
Hi, Ashley. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about this project. I'm excited to be on. I am just thankful first for your vision for the project and being able to join. When I heard about the sorority edition, my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, has been such a foundational and impactful organization on my life that I just knew I had to be a part of it, for what we stand for and for those girlfriend sisterhood relationships that was formed. And so if it wasn't for the sorority, it's definitely advanced me. I've been able to meet sorors from all over the country, whether they know me or just kind of know me a little bit. they have really extended a hand. And so those girlfriend relationships are very important. And so me and you have been on a project before. And so I worked with you and had the pleasure of working with you and some of our sisters on that project. And I knew that this project was going to be true fire just because of your passion to help promote women, to make sure that people understand, you know, those girlfriend relationships. A lot of times people say women can't work together and, you know, things of that nature. And that's just really not true. You know, if it wasn't for my girlfriend relationships, that I know I wouldn't be here today, for them, you know, really kind of helping me move forward. So to be a part of this project has been awesome. And, you know, a lot of my best friends are not members of my particular organization. My besties are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha, and I love them to death. So, you know, this project just brings that unity. You have so many uplifting and inspiring women that's part of the project that I think is just going to change women's lives. So that's why I joined the project. I'm all about women's empowerment. I'm all about building the next generation of leaders. And I'm all about being able to leverage each other's strengths, because we're all powerful in our own right, but together, you cannot stop us. So that's
yes, I love it, Coach T. And yes, we have worked on other projects, and it's amazing to have you a part of this project, because you definitely believe in collaboration. You definitely believe in working together for us all to win. That's something that you always live by. So I just want to thank you for joining as well. So the next, we have the amazing Sharon Jarrett. I think you're still muted. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, wonderful. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I'm well. So what's your question, love?
So why did you join the Gyrlfriend Code Sorority Edition?
Okay, so for me, I'm always looking for opportunities to dispel the myth that women can't work together. And it's especially special when you have women of different organizations coming together for one cause. And that is to show the world that, hey, we may be different, we may belong to different organizations, but we can still get together and do great things. So I saw that as an opportunity to kind of build that muscle, if you will, and also meet other women across the country and just create something that that I could be proud of with other women. So, and hey, you asked me, so who can turn Ashley Little down?
Thank you, Sharon Jarrett, for joining the project. It has been a pleasure. And I love how, you know, I'll let you talk more about your chapter when we get to that, but you talk about that and about, you know, it doesn't matter what sorority you're in, that we all can win together, that we all are sisters, and we all can work together. And it has been a pleasure working with you, Queen. So thank you for joining and saying yes.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. So last but not least, we have the amazing Tiffany Willis. So please tell us, why did you join the Gyrlfriend Code Sorority Edition?
Had to join you. I am glad that I was asked to participate in this project, and it aligns right in line with what I love, and that is working with amazing women who are doing amazing things. I grew up an athlete, and a lot of times when that happens, you miss that team camaraderie that comes with a group of women. And what better way to bring that back into my life and to expose others to that maybe aren't participating in athletics, to do that through the sorority. My sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, is amongst the best. And I would be remiss if I did not point out how important those other relationships for women and other sorority organizations were to me, and how important they were in my life. So I was happy and ecstatic to come in and participate and learn from the amazing women that are here, because we all have things that align in different ways with respect to leadership and building leaders and empowering others and exposing young girls to things that they may not have been exposed to teach them how to be their best selves. So I'm just that's why I came on board. And I'm glad that I did.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, Tiffany, and sharing your stories of how you had that support from different sororities, not just Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, but other sororities as well. So thank you for, being able to create that space to let other women know that we, again, can work together. Thank you. So ladies, thank you for sharing why you joined the Gyrlfriend Code Sorority Edition. I wanted to say a little bit as well. I'm just thankful to be able to share my vision, not only share my vision of this amazing project, but be able to do it with my amazing project manager, Dr. Marquita Blaze. So when we came together with this, we knew that it would be an amazing project for all of us to come together with all the sororities to show and create those collections of stories to show women all over the world that yes, we can work together, and yes, we are girlfriends and we have so many things in common, and that once we put all of our stories together and be able to support each other together, it is amazing the great things that are going to happen. So thank you all for joining this project. We appreciate you. So next, I would like to start with Dr. Essie McCoy, and I would like to tell you to share your code with our listeners about, your code and what it means.
Definitely. So my chapter is the Enrichment Code, and it really talks about my journey becoming an AKA, and also it looks at every experience that I encounter during that process. And we know that every experience will impact you, but those exceptional experiences, they will enrich you. And so I talk about that throughout my chapter. I also talk about the personal and the professional affiliations and how it can change your life for the better. That sisterhood and bonding and friendship and connecting, dedication and commitment. You're working together just like we're working together on this project. I also talk about that in my chapter. So I do want readers to go ahead and get ready to purchase, so that they can find out a little bit more about what the chapter entails. But you will not be disappointed. This is a comprehensive book, and we're so excited. I'm excited to be a part of this project once again.
Amazing. So make sure you read the Enrichment Code, okay? Dr. Essie is sharing a lot of tips, a lot of wisdom and knowledge in her chapter. So we definitely can't wait to hear your review. Next, we have Jasmine. So would you please share with us the name of your code and what it means?
Absolutely. So my code is the self-acceptance code, and it's pretty self-explanatory when you hear it. But when I was younger, and I really didn't accept me for who I was. So in the book, I say that I was trying to fit on everybody else's road. Like I was trying to fit in. I wasn't embracing my journey. I would go into certain rooms with other women and I would shrink because I would want to be what they appeared to be. And I say appeared because I didn't even really know them. So in the book, I say it's not fair if you're not your true self and expect people to give from their place of wholeness. So how can you expect somebody to give something to you when you can't give back because you don't even know who you are? You can't build successful relationships until you at least accept the fact or acknowledge the fact that you have some things in the inside of you that you need to work on. So it's a self-acceptance code, and it's really about getting to know who you are. And I share my journey, my experiences, and my overcome.
I love it. I love it. And for a lot of us go through the self-acceptance code, and it's so important for us to know who we are before we do anything, right? Because that will reflect our inner before our outer, right? So especially when joining a sorority, we do need to know who we are because we want to make the letters. We don't want the letters to make us, correct? Right. So it's so important. So thank you for creating that space, Jasmine, and sharing it, because I'm sure you're going to help save a lot of women's lives and, save some women's lives who don't know whether they want to join a sorority or not, but somebody that doesn't know who they are and still trying to find themselves. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So Coach T, what is the name of your code and what does it mean?
So the name of my code is the Collaboration Code. So I just love collaborations. I love collaborations because you can bring together women of all different statures, all different backgrounds to create something amazing. So it's better for us to work together and leverage our strengths whether it's in the personal arena or in the professional arena. And so my chapter talks about some of those collaborations. Personally, I have been affected by collaborations, and my family have been affected by just collaborating with other women and the power that came from behind it, and situations that were really detrimental. And so because of those collaborations, because of being able to lean on your sister, lean on your girlfriend, has been something that's just been outstanding, you know, on the personal front as well as on the professional front. I mean, to be in this book with all of these different amazing women, some of who I've met before, some of who I haven't met before, that I feel like I've known for quite some time. Even though we're awesome and great in our own respective right, we've been able to put our egos aside and come together and create something that's amazing that we can all leverage. And so that's really what the collaboration code is about. It's about, there's no need to compete. There is plenty of room for everybody to win, right? So we can all win, and we win by working together. So, you know, I am a leadership coach and trainer. I also am a scientist by background, and there's a lot of coaches and trainers, right? So, you know, and we're all awesome in our respective right. And so we can get together and do something that's really powerful, or we can try and compete against each other and target a small market. So what collaboration is about is really being able to leverage each other so that everybody wins. So I'm about effective collaboration, strategic partnerships, because it makes sense. We are better together. And I always say that we're truly better together. So there's no need for me to compete. What's for me has my name on it. What's for you has your name on it. And so you have to read more to get some details about, you know, some of the collaborations that I talk about in regards to professional front, personal front. But just know that birds of a feather don't always flock together. But when you come together, you're still able to fly straight and produce something that's awesome. So that's what the collaboration code is about. So check it out.
Yes, I love that, T. Coach T, I love that you talk about the collaboration code, because it's so important. And yes, this has been an amazing project, and we have definitely is an example of effective collaboration where everybody works together in this project. So thank you for continuing to create that space and go more in depth on what it means to be a true collaborator.
Awesome. Not a problem.
All right. Amazing sharing, Jerry. So let's talk about your code and what it means.
Absolutely. So my code was the colors code. And it's really a reading or a short story about two young college girls, very unlikely pair, one from the South, one from the Midwest, became fast friends our freshman year on the historic grounds of Tuskegee University. And 32 years ago, I became a member of the premier sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And perhaps you have friends that sometimes may select other or have other ideas about what they want to do or what they don't want to do. And how do you still support that person even though you have different dreams? So I share funny stories about how, you know, she and I became friends, how we've maintained our friendship over the years. And it's just an ode to her and what she means in my life, along with my amazing line sisters as well. But just having different dreams, selecting different colors, but still maintaining a strong, lifelong friendship.
I love it. And you know, the colors code, Sharon, I can't wait for readers to read this code and share their reviews, because you really go into depth about that and about how we, you know, it doesn't matter which sorority that we pick, we're all sisters at the end of the day. And you and your best friend are an amazing duo. So I can't wait for our listeners to read her code. So thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
All right, Tiffany. So let's talk about what's the name of your code and what it means.
Well, I am the author of the support code, and the support code basically when you join a sorority, you always have a network of women that you can turn to for anything. And what happens is sometimes, you know, life puts us in situations and positions that kind of make you ashamed, or you feel not vulnerable enough to share things that are actually important things that you need to share with the people that are available to help you, even if you don't think that they're available to help you. The support code, it dives into one of the nasty, dark subjects and topics of domestic violence. And when I experienced something like that, I never knew that there were people there to support me. And I wasn't in the midst of it. I thought that I was past it. But what happened was, I'm here alone. But wait a minute, I'm not alone. I have an entire force of Delta Sigma Theta sorority sisters and Panhellenic Greek sisters behind me, beside me, carrying me, and then going the next step. I think that as women, sometimes we let the things that aren't so good, those things that don't glitter and make you great, and the boss lady moves and maybe aren't boss lady moves in the eyes of others, that we don't talk about them because we want everybody to think that we are amazing and great and that we don't have any struggles or challenges because we're knocking out of the park in other areas of our lives. And that prevents us from trusting other people. So what you're going to find in the support code chapter is how to open yourself up to trusting more and allowing people to support you. And the only way people can support you in multiple areas of your life is if you open yourself up to allow them to do that. And you may be surprised at what you see. I'm involved in, I've created an initiative in Rustic Urban Life where I'm encouraging people to go back to the basics. And the basic of our community was we had girlfriends, which was so fitting. We had girlfriends that we talked about things that we trusted, that we knew if we came and told you something, it was not going to be at the corner before you went shopping there, that everybody's whispering about you. And so that's one of the things that Rustic Urban Life does, is it helps people to get back to the basics and build a community and foundation and an area of support and a support system for their families and for themselves. So check out this book. I'm telling you, support code. You're going to trust in a different way.
And thank you for sharing your code, the support code, and how strong our sisterhood is, as well as us as a whole with all the sororities, right? And our girlfriend relationships. It's important that we nurture those relationships, because when we go through traumatic seasons or different seasons in our lives, it's always good to know we have a sister or a girlfriend that has our back. So thank you, Tiffany, for sharing that.
My pleasure.
So ladies, I would like for you all we can all come together to tell our listeners one thing you would like for them to get from your chapter. Dr. Essie, I would like to start with you first.
Thank you. Since my chapter is really about the enrichment code, really take away, once you read it, about sisterhood, the spirit of unity. That is so critical and so important, as we have conveyed that here today.
Yes, I love it. Jasmine, what is one thing that you would like for readers to take from your chapter?
So Dr. Essie said the same thing. So there's strength and power in unity and sisterhood, but also to be you and to embrace your journey, because that will help you to build and strengthen those girlfriend relationships.
I love it. Sisterhood, embracing the journey. Coach T, what is one thing that you would like for readers to take from your chapter?
I would like the readers to know, don't be afraid to collaborate with your sisters. Make sure you ask the right questions. I think sometimes some of our relationships or some of these collaborations may not work because we didn't ask the right questions up front. So ask the right questions. Don't be afraid to trust, to work with other people, and know that if you do those things, it will result in something more powerful than you could have done alone.
Yes, do not be afraid to work with other people. You all definitely be able to do your research, but be open to effective collaborations, because they are here and we are a prime example of that. Thank you, Coach T. Sharon, what is one thing you would like for readers to take from your chapter?
That it's okay to wear intensified pink. It's okay to support members of other organizations and still maintain a very close relationship. It's okay. It's okay to support them in any way, in every way possible. Remember, your girlfriends, you'll always be girlfriends. Nothing changes because you select different colors, or it shouldn't change.
I love that, because we all can work together and win together. So readers, definitely take something from that, because Sharon is speaking about a lot, because sometimes people let that get in the way, but we have to remember that we're all sisters at the end of the day. Thank you, Sharon.
No problem.
Tiffany, so what is the one thing you would like for readers to take from your chapter?
Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Talk, ask, and trust. You know, sometimes we get caught up in not allowing ourselves to be vulnerable to say when we need something or when we would like something, and trusting that it's going to go and work for the greater good when you're working with other women to make that happen. So, and to just not to be a skeptic, be vulnerable, talk, ask, and trust.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, Tiffany. So ladies, thank you for these amazing interviews tonight. So I would like for you all to share with our listeners and our viewers how they can follow you all on social media, how they can reach you. So let's start with author Dr. Essie McCoy.
Once again, Ashley, thank you for this opportunity, and we're really excited about this project. You can definitely go to my website, www.dressiespeaks.com, Instagram, EM.McCoy or eMcCoy 2018. I'm on LinkedIn, Dr. Essie McCoy, Twitter @eMcCoy, and Facebook, author Dr. Essie McCoy. So many social media platforms that you can definitely navigate.
Please follow Dr. Essie McCoy. She is amazing, okay? So I hope you all were listening, okay? Thank you, Dr. Essie.
Thank you.
All right, Jasmine, would you please tell our listeners and our viewers how they can follow and support you?
Absolutely. So again, thank you. I'm super excited about this project. I can't wait until the book releases. But my website is www.neveroutainc.com. That's OUTTA. So neveroutainc.com. And then I'm on Facebook at writer Janice, and then Instagram and Twitter at Janice, and that's JAYANIS.
Thank you, and please follow the amazing Jasmine. She is amazing, doing a lot of great things. So make sure you all follow her. Thank you. Coach T, so how can listeners and viewers support and follow you?
All right. Thank you again, Miss Ashley, for having me on the journey. It's definitely been a pleasure. Listeners, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Coach T Wilson, or LinkedIn, Tywana Wilson, or you can go to my website, www.coachtwilson.com. That'll also link to my business website, Trendy Elite LLC, which is www.trendylitellc.com, or you can listen to me on Wednesday nights on my radio station podcast, Leadership Tidbits with Coach T Wilson.
Yeah, so please follow Coach T. She is the leadership expert, okay? So make sure you all follow and support her. Thank you, Coach T.
Thank you.
Sharon Jarrett, will you please let our listeners and viewers know how they can follow and support you?
Sure. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. As mentioned, I'm Sharon Jarrett, and that's with a J. I am president and CEO of Jarrett Affairs, which is an award-winning event management company where we create events on time, on target, and on budget. That's first. I can be reached at jarrettaffairs.com. It's Jarrett Affairs on Instagram and Twitter. Don't do a lot there, but also on Facebook as well. And I hope, Ashley, that the authors, we all stay together because we can actually do some collaborations as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it.
You are welcome. And please go follow her. She's doing some amazing things. If you need an awesome event, she's the one. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Tiffany, last but not least, how can our listeners and our viewers follow and support you?
Thank you, Ashley, and thank you for inviting me to take part in this wonderful, amazing project. You can find me at my website at www.rusticurbanlife.com. You can find me on Instagram at rustic_urban life. or on Twitter at Rustic Urban Life, and on Pinterest, Rustic Urban Life. If you want to find me individually, you can also find me on Facebook at Tiffany Wills, and that's Tiffani, and Wills, Wills. So many places you can find us on Twitter and on Instagram, and just go directly to the website, sign up for the blog, and it'll be great. I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, so please go support Tiffany. She's amazing. Thank you. So girlfriends, we would like to thank all of you for participating in our first round of co-author interviews tonight on behalf of myself and my amazing project manager, Dr. Marquita Blaze, and the Gyrlfriend Collective co-founders, Maureen Baker and Cindy Fontaine. So thank you both, you all, for joining tonight. And we will be back here tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern with another round of our amazing co-authors. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.